YouTube, good morning. How's everybody doing today? It's a nice, I don't want to say chilly, but it's a nice cool morning today. It's not too hot. The sun is out, you know. Oh, update for you guys. So the last mod for my CBR500R is coming. I ordered it in July and I just got the notification it should be here Wednesday. So man, that's gonna be exciting. Can't wait to show you guys the last and final mod I have for this bike. Well, the last aesthetic mod I would say for this bike, the last and final aesthetic mod. So stay tuned for that. That's coming this week. It says Wednesday is supposed to be here, but one thing I will say about DHL is that they move pretty fast, man. We'll see. Every time I got a ship from DHL, it always came a day earlier, so let's hope that's what it is. I bet you guys don't know what it is at all. It's an aesthetic mod, so it's to make it look a whole lot better. I pretty much did everything, almost everything to this bike. There's a lot of little custom pieces I can add, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for that. And you know, the VFR definitely have more things coming for that. That's nowhere near done yet. So. But yeah, it's just taking this little morning ride, not going too far today. I was gonna go to the doggy beach again, like we've been doing the last couple Sundays, but you know, didn't feel like it today. I was supposed to go to Biketoberfest, but I was just tired, man. Wasn't feeling that great. I just didn't want to. You know, Daytona is about 5-6 hours away from me north, and I didn't feel like riding that far, man. Work was crazy this week. I had to work on Saturday. It was just like and now I have to work. It's gonna be a busy week because I'm taking a vacation probably the end of this month, so yeah, I have to get a lot of work done before I leave, you know. But man, I love my CBR. What I will say, compared to my VFR, it's like I'm sitting on top of the bike with this bike, and the VFR I feel like I'm sitting in the bike, you know. But yeah, I'm just excited for this thing to almost be done. I can't wait till you guys just see, like, this will be the only Honda CBR with the mods that I have on it, at least on YouTube, you know. Not on, I don't know who's done, somebody might have done way more to me than this bike than I've done to it, but at least on YouTube, you know, we'll leave it at that. But yeah, so I see the new CBR 2022 came out. I've watched a couple videos on it. They upgraded the suspension, and which they're now inverted forks. And they have dual disc rotors at the top, which should make the braking a lot better for this bike. You know, after being on different bikes, and you know, I can understand why people feel like the braking is not that great, but to me, it's like once you get used to it, it's not bad at all. You know, you just gotta get used to it. So if you're coming off of different bikes, then yeah, it might seem a little different, you know. But yeah, definitely looks nice, you know. And but you know, for me, when I'm like should I have waited? Now I love this bike as it is. The newer one is a lot, you know, got more upgrades to it, but I don't know if you guys got the newer one. Let me know how it is. I think it's out now. I believe it is. I've been seeing some videos on it, so I don't know if it's out in America or United States yet, so we'll see if videos stop popping up. And like I said, after riding my other bike, I realized how easy it is riding this bike. This bike is so easy compared to my VFR. Not that the VFR is much harder. You just gotta have more throttle control, pretty much, you know. So, but yeah, you know, I see this bike compared. I saw a video in the Yammy Noob on 10 bikes that are overrated, and this bike was like number 3. And I'm like, man, Really? Is that really over? I mean, granted, it is expensive. All right, I'll agree to that. It's expensive, but you know, to me, this bike is like a niche type of bike. You know, you don't get this bike for top speed. You don't get this bike for racing, or I guess you can take it for track days too. Let me not say that, but I don't know. You know, when people compare it to the Ninja 400, they say, oh, the Ninja 400 is better, it revs out higher. You know, I guess people's opinions, because there's a whole group of people that love this bike way more than that bike, trust me. Shout out to the Facebook group. You know, and I like this bike better than the Ninja 400. I mean, especially its looks. If you want to get down to looks, this bike aesthetically to me looks better than the Ninja 400. Now this is all personal opinion. I've said this before, but I'm gonna reiterate. This bike to me is way better. The gauge cluster, even though some people like analog tacks, which I do like analog tacks, I'm not gonna, but I love digital speedometers. I don't care for analog speedometers, you know, but I just like this whole cluster and setup. That's what made me go with it initially. You know, I like it a lot better than, say, the R3 and the Ninja 400. So, you know, and I am currently still on my 39 tooth sprocket. So just for those, I haven't changed back to any sprockets or any higher sprockets yet. Still on a 39. I'm pretty much gonna keep this one on. I just enjoy it. I like it. And you know, keeps the bike not revving too high. Yeah, so I'm almost at 4,000 miles. I'm probably like 100 miles away from 4,000. I'm gonna give it another oil change. Yeah, I changed the oil a lot, man. I think I changed the oil 2,000 miles ago, so which I know I don't have to. I can probably wait another 1,000 miles or whatever, but that's just my thing. So somebody asked me to do a fairing removal video. I will have that coming soon. It's just that I didn't really have the need to do it. But people are requesting it, so I might as well do it. They said there's none for this model year. Really? I've never really looked it up, but I'll look it up to see. Because the only fairings that I've ever removed from it are all the tail fairings when I was doing the rear brake light, the integrated tail light. Shout out to all the people who got this bike and who put the full exhaust on. I know a lot of people don't put the full exhaust on this bike because they don't plan on keeping it. But yeah, man, I mean, I wouldn't, basically, I would never go back to the stock exhaust on this bike. It just sounds too good, you know, it sounds real good. But yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely not done showing love to this bike, and I love riding it still. I still love riding it. I can't wait to take it to more technical roads. I plan on doing that because this bike is so manageable. I mean, it's the heaviest out of the lower CCs, which they did, you know, Yami Noob did, you know, point that out. It's about, I don't know what, 80 pounds more than, 60 pounds more than Ninja. 60 pounds more, yeah. So, which is, I mean, I don't know. That's to each its own. I know when I'm on the highway with this bike, I feel planted. This bike, people do not think this bike is what it is. They think it's bigger than what it is. Which, when I look at a Ninja 400, I can tell it's a Ninja 400, you know? It's kind of a little hard between the 650 and the 400, but you could tell from the ZX6R to the 400, you know? So yeah, I'm just riding around and trying to go places I've never been. Even though, like I said, I work and drive for a living, so there's not really much I haven't seen in my area, my county, because I go to different houses every day, see different people every day, different neighborhoods every day. But yeah, man, this bike to me I feel like my VFR is a perfect highway bike, being on the highway. Like, why I say that too, because I'm sitting in it, I don't feel any wind really at all. Like this, I still feel a lot of wind until I tuck. Since I'm sitting on top of it, I still feel a lot of wind, you know? So like I've always said, this bike is like, the seating position is like a naked bike, but with full fairings. So that's what it reminds me of, you know? And the fairings definitely help, but stock ones, garbage. Just get rid of the stock windscreen. That's what I meant to say. The windscreen helps, but just get rid of the stock one and get an aftermarket one. Just stay away from the power bronze. Power bronze is not really that good. I don't know how the Puig is, so I can't not say that. My VFR has a Puig windscreen on it, so it's not like I don't like the Puig, but I haven't tried it on this bike. This one and the OEM Honda one do great, but yeah, I definitely would recommend changing the windscreen when you get this bike. So that's one of the most functional parts to change, you know. Man, that light took I hate when certain lights and I don't sit right where I need to be to get, you know, by the sensors. Ah, that's annoying. So yeah, just sounds so good, you know. I love that V4 sound, but I love how this sounds as well with the full exhaust on it, you know. My gas mileage has been going up, 62.8, so that's what I'm averaging per gallon. It was, the lowest I got was like 57, 58, you know, miles per gallon. But you know, I haven't been riding it that hard, and I had my wife on it a couple times, so I definitely was riding it a lot, you know, not pushing it as much as I usually do. So yeah, I don't know what my next bike, if it's gonna be another super, or it might be a real super sport. I don't know, you know, because my VFR is like a sport touring type of bike, but to me it feels like in between this and a super sport, you know. So I don't know what it's gonna be, but like I said, I'm gonna get one and fix it up and resell it. That's the goal. Right now I love the lineup that I have with the 3 bikes that I have, so they all give me different things, you know. So this, like when I'm riding in city-ish environments, this bike gives me a lot of, it feels more comfortable than the VFR. So I'm probably going to be riding this bike in the city a lot more than the actual highway. Anytime I got to get on a highway for longer trips, I'm probably going to take my VFR, you know. It's just the wind resistance is a lot better. But I will say this bike is probably still my coolest looking bike for now. We'll see when my VFR is done if that still holds true, but I just like the slim profile of this bike. Is not too big, still very nimble. So if you're on the fence about getting this or the Ninja 400, it depends on what you're riding, you know. It depends. If you care about top speed, then you might want a Ninja 400, but at the end of the day, it's not going to make that big a difference, you know. Even if the Ninja 400 is 5 to 6 miles more than this top speed, this still has more torque to get up there, I feel, you know. I mean, the numbers say, but when I compare my videos 0 to 100 compared to the Ninjas, this definitely gets to 100 faster. Now the Ninjas pulls a little bit you know, pulls more past 120 than this bike does. So it is what it is, you know. Do I plan on getting a power commander for this eventually? You know, just to see what I can do to this bike, see if it changes it or changes anything. You know, just cause I like to experiment and see what's what, you know. So yeah, my brother went up to Biketoberfest in Daytona with his Harley. Man, his Harley, if I can pop in a clip, I will. I don't know, he sent me a real low resolution clip, but he's got new handlebars on it. He's put bigger speakers on it. It looks nice. It looks nice. Still not a big Harley guy. I just, you know, especially after riding it, I'm like, it's all right. They vibrate a lot. They do vibrate a lot more than, you know, I haven't ridden every bike, so I can't say what vibrates the most, but you know what I'm trying to say. A lot of vibration in those bikes. But, you know, it definitely looks good. I can't deny how the road glides look. I do love the road glides more than the street glides. But the riding position is not for me at the moment. I'll take mid controls, but I don't like sitting with my feet forward like this. Like, it doesn't feel right to me, man. At least not yet, you know. I love how I'm sitting in my, you know, at least a naked bike position, you know. So yeah. And two, above all, you know, I haven't heard bad things about Suzuki at all, Ninja 400, but I just know Honda's reliability from owning Hondas as cars. And so it's like, I don't want to say I'm a fanboy, but I kind of do stick to the brand I like, and that's what made me get the VFR500R too. When I was looking, because I saw that bike like 2 weeks before I actually went to go even inquired about it. I'm like, what is this VFR500R? So I started watching videos, and then I hit the guy up like, you know, is it still available? He was like, yeah. I'm like, it was sitting there for a while, you know. So I don't know. The other VFR is still there on Facebook Marketplace. You know, I guess people, they don't really know about it to want it, or they don't really want it, you know, which it is what it is. When I saw that red one, I'm like, oh yes, I want it, because, you know, that's my color. But at the same time, I saw the possibilities of what the bike could be, you know. So just like, not to speak of Nami New, but he had another video, but don't mod your bike. I didn't watch the whole video, but it's like, for me personally, I'm always gonna mod any bike that I have, unless I plan not to keep it, then that's different, you know. But that's why all the mods I have, or, you know, all the stock parts I have together for this bike, just in case if I ever do sell it, they can get everything, all the stock stuff back, you know. Stock brake light, stock mirrors, stock windscreen, and whatever, you know. But I do love that this bike is unique. I feel like I have one of the uniquest CBRs, as you know, and I don't plan on changing the color of the fairings or nothing like that. So that's the only thing I'm probably gonna keep stock on it, aside from some of the engines, you know, the engine parts and stuff. But yeah, guys, so stay tuned for that last video. I guarantee you won't see this mod be put on anywhere on the internet. Trust me, I've looked, I've definitely looked. So that's why I have that playlist, everything CBR. So it's everything CBR500R, because I want to have the ultimate playlist on everything that can be done to this bike. Trust me. But all right, guys, appreciate you riding me once again. I will catch you on the next one. I don't know what the next one might be. It might be me installing the mod on this bike. We'll see, you know. But all right, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.